ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our production of The Ransom of Red Chief. The students have worked really hard to put this show together, and I know we chose like one of the most difficult weeks to start camp on, but with everything that's happened the past couple of weeks, I'm really glad we were able to get this started and going. This is a good show. The kids have done a great job, especially with us only practicing about 2 hours a day. A couple of housekeeping. Phones, make sure they're on silent or off. You can record this show. We own the whole rights to this show. This is a Baillie Players original musical. Babies and toddlers, there are a lot here. If they can be seated at all times, if they are starting to practice their vocal warm-ups in the middle of the show, please take them out the lobby, down the hall, out to the front door, over to the huddle house, and they can watch the show there. Without further ado, The Ransom of Red Chief.
Idea hits us. Now it was, as Bill would later say, during a moment of temporary insanity. But we didn't know that till later. Philoprogenitiveness, now that is the love and attachment of parents to their children. It is quite strong in semi-rural communities, I told Bill. Anyways, we were passing through this town, flat as a pancake, and called Summit, of course. It was one of those small rural towns where you might pass by the local elementary school and hear those sweet, melodious voices of the beautiful children therein as they go about their carefree existence in this quiet, peaceful community.
Office. Let me see this. Dear Pandora, I think you are pretty. Will you be my girlfriend? Love, Ezekiel Payne.
Ezekiel Payne, I'm gonna walk you side by
Pandora Dorset, sit down. Ezekiel.
Yes, ma'am.
We do not pass love notes at school.
Yes, ma'am.
This Ezekiel Payne shows a lack of courtesy, a total lack of privacy of others. And I'm not even going to start on what appears to be a total lapse of sanity in your choice of girlfriends. Now, there will be no more note writing or outbursts in this class. Do we understand, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
No, Rachel, you may not go to the restroom. Now, yesterday's lesson was on the parts of the flower. Who can tell me the parts of the flower responsible for reproduction? Can anyone tell me the parts of the flower responsible for reproduction? Travis.
You know what, Miss Wall? My daddy's new sow, Louise, had herself 12 piglets night before last. There was 11 of them. Right, just... Red, just like their mama. But there was one of them, Miss Bob. One of them was spotted. Spotted. We ain't never had no spotted hog, Miss Bob. I told my daddy we need to keep that spotted hog and let it grow up and not make it into sausage. Because then we can have us a whole salad of spotted hogs.
Travis.
Yes, ma'am.
We are not studying spotted hogs.
Yes, ma'am.
We are studying the reproductive system of flowers. Class, please tell Travis why we are studying the reproductive systems of flowers.
Because it's on the SAT.
Because it's on the SAT, Travis. Class, are spotted hogs on the SAT?
No, ma'am.
Do we talk about anything in this class that is not on the SAT?
No, ma'am.
Travis, we do not talk about anything in this class that is not on the SAT. There just isn't any time. Now there will be no more discussions of hogs, spotted or otherwise. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
No, Rachel, you may not go to the restroom. Now, can anyone please tell me the parts of the flower responsible for reproduction? Yes, Karina.
The stamen and the pistil. The stamen and the pistil.
Pandora,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have something you want to add to the discussion of cross-pollination?
Yes, ma'am. I believe there is.
Well,
Well, as best I can tell. You got toe frogs making toe frogs out of tadpoles in the swamp. You got rabbits making rabbits doing that funny rabbit stomp. Cross pollination. Cross pollination. And that is one confusing beat. Confusing beat. Confusing beat. Cross a pepper with a prune tree. You got something don't nobody wanna eat. Don't wanna eat. Confusing beat. Eating that hollow painting from Danish will make a good man in the street. In the street. In the street. If you want to catch a moth, you buy yourself a net. You pound around the forest until your shirt is soaked with sweat. Or you can grab yourself a caterpillar. Put that caterpillar in a box. In a box. In a box. Give him some leaves and lots of loving. And in a few months he'll eat your socks.
because that one turned into a moth.
Give him some leaves and lots of loving. And in a few months he'll eat your socks.
But moths don't eat polyester.
You give him your jacket. You give him your knitted tie. But feed that moth polyester socks and that moth is gonna die. He's gonna die of slow starvation. Cross pollination. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts.
I'm here to tell you.
Cross a walnut with a rubber tree. And come fall, you'll be slipping on rubber nuts.
Follow it down, break it down.
Cross a walnut with a rubber tree. Any way you look at this, you lose.
Don't ask me twice.
Cross a walnut with a rubber tree.
Ask me.
You got the cross pollination. Some things are hard to understand. Cross pollination.
Miss Dorset,
Yes, ma'am.
that will be quite enough. Back to your seat. Now, class, apart from the amazing revelation that a hybrid containing the genes of a walnut tree and a rubber tree will produce rubber nuts, what have we learned about cross-pollination today? Your assignment for your assignment.
Me and Bill found us a really upscale motel. The Carolina Lodge, I believe it was called. And we checked in. Bill took a nap, and I went to the local convenience store to check out the local weekly paper. Excuse me, young man, I'll take this newspaper here.
Yes, sir. That'll be very the same.
50 cents. Hang on a minute. It may not have exactly what I'm looking for. And that's when I saw it. Ebenezer Dorset to preside at the local Kiwani Club pancake supper. 11-year-old daughter Pandora to serve the first pancake. Look here, buddy.
Bud,
Bud?
that's my name. Bud.
Right. This fella Dorset in the paper here, is he?
Richest man in the county.
Do tell.
Yep.
What line of work you reckon he's in?
Banker.
Oh, family man?
Widower.
And this beautiful child, Pandora,
Only child.
looks like such a sweet little thing.
Well, sweet one exactly?
Probably the apple of her daddy's eye.
Well, apple one exactly.
Anything were to happen to this child, Mr. Dorset would probably be heartbroken.
Heartbroken wouldn't exactly.
Thank you, bud. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I had back to the motel where me and Bill was holed up. Now, Bill Driscoll was a good, dependable partner. Had only one problem, though. Dreams. He had these recurring dreams about his grandma. Every night she would appear to him as he slept, dressed up like a big old gardenia flower, and he was always accompanied by a beautiful heavenly choir of angels.
And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hallelujah! Billy, have you no shame?
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you hide your light under a bushel? Why do you leave your salt on the windowsill to lose its flavor?
Well, I don't write.
Billy,
Yes, ma'am.
you are treading on thin ice. You are playing with fire. Billy,
Yes, ma'am.
some men crave the spice of life.
The spice of life.
And spice is nice if you're a flash in the pan, rolling your stones and snatching up them mousy demons. I said spice is nice if you're a flash in the pan, but heat not the mustard, Billy. Season not upon the Tabasco, lest you leap out of your overseas frenzy out of the frying pan and into the fire, there to sizzle and smoke. I say sizzle and smoke among the lost. Can I get an amen? Put aside the pickling spices, Billy, and throw out the imitation vanilla.
But what will I have left?
Salt.
Salt?
Common household salt. The pure, unadulterated salt that every man has within him. The salt on the table losing its flavor. The salt dropped down from the table at the Rock of Ages. I'm talking about the salt on the table at the Rock of Ages where the loaves and the fishes dwell. I'm talking about the shaker on the table by the good cook belly and the fork in the roasted. That shaker is filled with the salt you were given by the maker of the world, amen. And that fork is the place where some say the lie and others follow you sin. Which way will you go, Billy boy, when it's time to make your decision? Will you take the lower road like a turkey or a toad, or become a man of inside and vision? Will you trot upon your rod when the lane is cleft in twain? Can't you hear the gentle voices holler? Write your name in the book of life, giving you a job and a home and a wife. No more in the heathen trough to waller. Which way will you go, Billy boy, when it's time to make your decision? Will you take the lower road like a turkey or a toad, or become a man of inside and vision? Which way will you go, Billy boy, when it's time to make your decision? Will you take the lower road like a turkey or a toad, or become a man of inside and vision? As Bill's dream moves back off stage, let me take this time to tell you that Bill Driscoll, he was as staunch and solid a partner as a man could hope to be. In times of stress, he had nerves of steel. He was not a man to flinch, but wait till I tell you. Come on, Bill, we're gonna find us a hideout. Out of town, found us a mountain, probably got a cave or something. Someplace where we can take the victim.
Did you find us a victim?
Indeed I did, Bill, a delicate little child by the name of Pandora Dorset. Best I can tell, she's a very fragile little girl. Now we're gonna have to be real careful handling this child though, Bill, because she probably won't be able to handle too much excitement.
Fragile, you say?
Fragile and delicate.
You better drop into it now, Ezekiel.
You gonna hit me again?
I'm still thinking about where you come off riding that bunch of horse hockey and giving it to me.
There was no horse hockey.
I beg your pardon?
Meant it.
What?
Meant every word. Not gonna take it back neither.
Ezekiel Payne,
You have lost whatever little bits of sense you was born with, and I'm gonna...
Now wait just a minute. Pandora, I may not live through the rest of this day, but you're gonna listen to what I got to say. I've been watching you most all my life. That ain't but lack of years, but still I know what's right. You mean to everybody in this town. People just walk away whenever you're around.
Well, if that's the case, Ezekiel, why are you still staying here? You better come off real quick or I'll take off from here.
I think underneath that hot exterior, there's a lovely lady waiting to come out. You don't have no friends, but I could be the one to stand right there beside you, Pandora. You don't have to be alone. So I'm saying, Pandora, is whoever you feel like you'd like to have a friend and to stand beside you through the good times and the bad and through the happy times and the sad. It doesn't matter to me even if you're mad. I'll be there.
Ezekiel, did your mama ever have any normal children?
What do you mean?
I mean, if brains is dynamite, you wouldn't have enough sense to blow your nose. I mean, I wouldn't even be caught with you on an alligator hunt, even if I need the extra bait. So you better get out of here before I twist you up like a pretzel, throw you into the nearest creek.
Now you just leave all the talking here and listen, Bill. Excuse me, little lady, but might you be the lovely Miss Pandora Dorset? My name is Sam, and this here's Bill. Bill Driscoll. Excuse me, little lady, but might we have a word with you?
You might.
Good, she's gonna have a word.
Speak up, old man. I ain't got all day.
Oh man, who's she calling an old man?
What is your problem? Are you born with the adult brain, or is it just Roman age catching up?
Sam, I think you got the wrong child.
You got something you want to say? No,
Now, hold on there, little lady. It seems like me and my partner might have misjudged you. Yeah, you seem like the adventurous type. Might we interest you in a little bit of high adventure?
High adventure? What kind of high adventure are you talking about? City fella drinking sour milk?
Drinking sour milk?
Falling off the stool playing checkers?
Checkers? No, our agenda.
Number one, you do not know me. Otherwise, the word lady would not be in your vocabulary. Number two, I'm beginning to lose my patience with you. And number three, if you do not want to be on my agenda, you best move along.
Bill? Actually, we are dangerous criminals. That's right. And we was thinking more along the lines of kidnapping you and holding you for ransom.
For real?
For real.
Finally, I'm gonna have some fun. Y'all got a hideout?
Up on P.
Hot dog, come on, let's go.
How about that?
I got a really uneasy feeling about this,
Come
Sam.
on, Bill. She's gonna beat us to the hideout. Now, it looked like things was going just fine, but wait till I tell you. Pandora announced that she was going to play a game. She was going to be Red Chief, the terror of the plains, and that me and Bill was trappers and we were going to be scalped at sunrise. But Pandora, put down that brick! She caught Bill neatly just above the right eye, and then she picked up a stick about the size and shape of a baseball bat and started after him. They ran off into the distance until I lost sight of them. You see, the plan was for Bill to guard the hostage while I went into town to see if I could find somebody to deliver the ransom note. You see, the Key Money Club was meeting that very night, and I figured and Bill? Bill, where's the youngin? What happened to Pandora?
Gone!
Gone?
Gone! I dragged her onto the road, put her in the direction of town, and I kicked her about 8 feet there in one kick, but she's gone. I'm sorry we lost the Ransom, Sam. It was either that or Bill just went to the madhouse. I got bruises on both machines, and my hand and my thumb, I had to be castrated. Now the way I see it...
Bill, there ain't no history of heart problems in your family, are there?
What do you...
Yeah!
Stop that! Do you want to go home?
No, I was just playing with Bill saying, please don't make me go home.
You've got to be a little nicer. Now you go on down to the curve of the trail while I talk to Mr. Bill.
Hey, the trapper!
Hank the Trapper about our plans. Now go on.
Oh, all right, but it don't take too long. And old Hank is burning steak and sunrise.
Did you hear that?
Now, Bill.
She means it too, Sam.
Bill!
It ain't natural, Sam.
What ain't?
It ain't no natural child. No child could be that evil.
Let's just think about this for a moment, Bill, all right? Come on.
Met a girl on a sunny day, thought we'd take her far away. Figured she'd be quiet and sweet, guess we got more than we'd meet.
She kicked and screamed all night, gave us both an awful fright. We thought we'd get a ransom check, said we're facing a big wreck. Bring her back, bring her home, this girl won't leave us alone. Dad, we made a big mistake, take her back for heaven's sake.
She won't stop her loud complaints,
Turns out she ain't no saint.
tried to give her pie and stew.
She threw it right back at us too.
She pulls our hair and bites our arms.
This girl's got a heap of charm.
We thought we were the meanest crew, but she's got us black and blue. Bring her back, bring her home, this girl won't leave us alone. Dad, we made a big mistake, take her back for heaven's sake. We thought that this would be a breeze.
She done gone and bruised me.
Is this kid hostage or are we?
Maybe it's not meant to be.
Now, Bill, you just hang in there tight.
Look at where she took a bite.
Now, look here, Bill, we'll get through.
Isn't that weakness?
Now, bring her back, bring her home. This girl won't leave us alone. Dad, we made a big mistake. Take her back for heaven's sake.
Now you go on and guard that hostage while I find somebody to deliver this ransom note.
But what does the note say?
Well, it says here, we demand $2,000. If the money is delivered to the place hereinafter described, your daughter will be returned to you safely, signed, 2 Desperate Men. So I found me a kid to deliver this ransom note. Finally, I found a kid I thought I could trust. You know, the kind of kid who always does his homework, never gets in trouble at school. Probably a teacher's pet. Come here, Jimmy. Jimmy, do you want to make $1?
Yes, sir!
Do you know where the Key Money Club hut is?
Yes, sir!
You know Mr. Ebenezer Dorset?
Yes, sir!
You're mighty agreeable little fella, ain't you?
Yes, sir!
Look here, I want you to take this note to Mr. Ebenezer Dorset. You think you can handle that?
Yes, sir!
All right, go on, get it. That was that. I sat down on a rock and waited patiently for Mr. Dorset's reply, and I could barely make out the distant glow of the campfire that Bill had made for him and Pandora, so I figured that they was doing just fine. Yes, sir, life is funny sometimes. Well, it gives me great pleasure to award the this golden Kiwanee certificate above and beyond the call of duty to Mr. Judah Trent. Come on down here, Judah Trent. Everybody give him a big round of applause. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Trent? We have standing before us here one outstanding individual. Back when he was just a little thing, he was a member of our youth auxiliary, the Kiwanee Buddies. Remember that? Yep, the Kiwanee Buddies. He remembers that. And then, about 5-10 years later, he became a whole hog Kiwanee. And last year, he was in charge of our regional Can Do campaign. Stick it out there. Yep, Can Do. And everybody remembers the message of that campaign was to help stamp out unnecessary and indecent exposure among young female rock musicians. A very worthy cause, Judah. And then last year, he became our highest honor, becoming the Supreme Exalted Rhino. Yep, Rhino, that's it. And so it gives me great pleasure to award you this golden Kiwanee certificate above and beyond the Call of Duty. Smile for the cameras there, right there. Thank you, Judah. Give him another big round of applause. Yes, sir. Time for Mr. Ebenezer Dorset to be going back home. Jimmy, you don't look like your britches is on fire. What is this for me?
Yes, sir.
Ebenezer Dorset, that's me, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
So I guess this is for me, huh?
Yes, sir.
You might agree, but little fella, ain't you?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let's see what we got here. Dear Mr. Ebenezer Dorset, we are holding your daughter in a place far from Summit. It'd be useless to try to find her. We demand $2,000. Jimmy, you remember where you got this?
Yes, sir.
You think you can take this back to Mr. Kidnapper for me?
Yes, sir.
You might agree with a little fella, ain't you?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I think I got us a reply from Mr. Kidnapper. So you told me that you know exactly where they are?
Yes,
And
sir.
you can give this right back to them, right?
Yes, sir.
You might agree with a little fella, ain't you?
Yes,
All
sir.
right, go on, get $2,000. Little Jimmy brought me that note back within an hour. I figured it was a good sign. A sign that he was missing his daughter for some reason. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Here you go. One whole dollar.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You and me both, son. Now, I want you to listen to me and listen good. I have many virtues, but patience is not one of them. Everybody these days trying to get ahead, running each other down, busting each other up. Everybody's trying to be the biggest and the fastest and the got the mostest. But I'm here to tell you, boy, they've all jumped the gun.
Jump the gun?
Jumped the gun and shot themselves in the foot. I'm here to tell you, boy, they have missed the point entirely.
But what's the point?
Be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice?
Be nice, Billy. Are you hard of hearing?
But who's it I'm supposed to be nice to?
What kind of question is that? Everybody, you gotta be nice to everybody if you ever expect to amount to anything. You gotta be nice.
Nice.
When the sick and the homeless beckon you, you've gotta be nice.
Nice.
To the sick and glacier courage, screw be a man on a mice.
Nice.
Cause a bad thing done is hard to undo, and the last bad thing you do today might be the last bad thing you do. A lot of people don't think. A lot of people really ought to just live alone, cause their attitude stinks. Ugly attitudes, ugly right to the bone. Living life like a runaway train in the pouring rain, running over little puppies and mules. Everybody's got troubles and burdens, enough without you being king of the mountain of fools. You gotta be nice.
place your courage, surely be a man that nice. 'Cause a bad thing done is hard to undo.
What goes around comes around, Billy. So try to be nice. Bill, wake up, Bill. I got the reply. It came back quick too. It's got to be good news. 2 desperate men. That's us. Gentlemen, I received your note today in regard to the ransom you asked for my daughter, and I think you are a little high in your demands. And I hereby make you a counter offer, which I'm inclined to believe you will accept. You bring Pandora home to me and pay me $250 in cash, and I agree to take her off your hands. You had better make sure no one sees you, for the neighbors believe she is lost, and I could not be responsible for anybody they saw bringing her back. Very respectfully, Ebenezer Door. Great! How does it get that?
Sam! What's $250 anyway? We got the money. I think that Mr. Dorset is giving us a very liberal offer. You ain't just gonna let that chance go, are you? One more hour with this child will send me off to a bed in bedroom. Come on, you!
Me and Bill counted out $250 from Mr. Dorset's hand late that evening, and we hightailed it out of town as fast as we could. Now and again, I wonder whatever became of Pandora. She seemed mighty sad that her dad did not pay that ransom. You know, sometimes I like to think that me and Bill, we had a positive impact on that child's life. You never know, it could happen. She might have turned out to be a nice little girl. Might have even gotten herself a boyfriend. Things like that happen all the time.
Tell us what happened, Pandora. Did they try to stab you?
No. Did it make you eat worms? No.
Then what happened?
Pipe down with myself. I'll tell you. I was minding my own business. Them guys look suspicious, so I told them to move along. But then they begged me to go with them. I said, shoot, let's cause some mayhem. And then they told me move along.
Did you fight them?
Like a tiger.
Did you kick him?
In the knees.
Did you miss your dad?
nice. When the sick and the homeless beckon, you've gotta be nice. To the sick and place your courage through, be a man, not a mice. Cause a bad thing done is hard to undo, and the last bad thing you do today might be the last bad thing you do. A lot of people don't think. A lot of people really ought to just live alone. Does your attitude stink? Ugly attitudes ugly right to the bone. Living life like a runaway train in the pouring rain, running over little puppies and mules. Everybody's got troubles and burdens enough without you being king of without the fools. You gotta be nice. When the sick and the homeless beggar, you gotta be nice. To the sick and place your courage through, be a man, not a mice. Cause a bad thing done is hard to undo, and the last bad thing you do today might be the last bad thing you do. You gotta be nice. When the sick and the homeless beggar, you gotta be nice. To the sick and place your courage through, be a man, not a mice. Cause a bad thing done is hard to undo, and the last bad thing you do today might be the last bad thing you do. You gotta be nice. When the sick and the homeless begging, you gotta be nice. To the sick and place your courage through, be a man, not a mice. Cause a bad thing done is hard to undo.
What goes around comes around, Hampton. So try to be nice. Hours a day since Monday. That's all we did. Give them another big round of applause. That was 2, 4, 6, 8 hours of rehearsal that we did. One of our harder shows. And honestly, I could not think of a better group to do this with. Thank you so much for doing this drama camp. And then we have a couple of more camps coming up that are completely free. So if you have any kids or know of any kids that want to start out in theater, the next show is called Stage Fright the Musical. That's a great one for first-timers to do. And even if they've done a camp with me before, it's easy and fun for old-timers to do. That is in the week after next. You can find our drama camps at thebaillieplayers.com or find our Facebook page. And then in October, we are doing Frankenstein. And that is usually our dessert theater. Really, it's candy theater. So we bring all the kids out. That's our fun little Halloween show. Very, very good job, everyone. I always like to make a kid stand up that I was really impressed with. I try not to give it to a lead role. I think I've done it twice in Hampton so far, but I'm going to do it again. Stand up, Pandora. Everybody give her a... Pandora came in on Monday. She auditioned. She didn't get her part till Monday. She had over 60 lines to learn and 2 songs to learn. And she did it all within 4 days. Good job. Sit down, that's all we get. Special thank you to Jack Hutto for finding the funds for us to do these camps. Also thank you to Ms. Taylor, who's here, our administrator at Hampton Elementary School, for allowing us to do this. For those who do our camps often, I need to let you guys know, more than likely, because Mr. Hutto has retired from his position, our drama camps after this semester are going to end up being tuition-based, meaning you have to pay to get in the camps. Good things don't last forever, but we're still going to keep trying to come and do drama over here in Hampton, okay? So if you're wanting to get a free camp in, do Stage Fright or Frankenstein, because next summer we're planning on doing Shrek the Musical. And you have to have been in one of our drama camp shows in order to be in Shrek, because that is a hard show, so they need to know how we work, because we do stuff in a week. I'm going to get them lined up for a cast picture. You'll want to make sure you get a cast picture, because you don't know which one of these kids will go on to Broadway one day. And then you can have that picture, you can put it in your hallway, and then when you have guests over, you can say, there's my kid, sitting right next to that kid that went on to Broadway.
You guys stay. Up with your toes on the yellow line. You three sit crisscross right in front of me. Now is your chance to come stand in front of the people that paid $50 for the front row seats. Come get your pictures. Thank you so much. I do not have DVDs for this show, but it will be shared on YouTube. Give them another round of applause.